Ash. Thank you. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Hey, this weekend we got a real special edition of the Kaizen Academy that's coming live and in full effect. It's going to be called Selling with Questions. Selling with Questions. You're really going to enjoy this class. Something cool for you to write in if you're part of the replay gang is, amateurs learn what to say. Professionals learn what to ask. Think about that. Amateurs learn what to say. Professionals learn what to ask. So this weekend's class is going to be all about selling with questions. So I hope that's exciting for you. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, Nicole checking in. What's up? Yeah. Good morning. Rosemary in the house. Let's get it. If you were wondering why you didn't know what today's topic was in advance, I'll tell you why. You haven't joined Dear Millionaire. It's the world's first text message system for personal growth and self-development. Like, we're always sending you quotes you can put on social media, or we're sending you all kinds of cool videos you can watch and kind of study with us. It's really, really cool. Another thing that you may want to do is you may want to turn on your notifications. Like I think it's right up here somewhere, the three little buttons. If you turn on your notifications, it will let you know that we in the house. Real excited for you guys to kind of become a part of our movement. My name is Haziq Ali. And while there's no quick fix, right? While there's no magic wand, ain't no special potion that's going to give you the success you're dreaming about, I do believe that there's a formula. I do believe that there are frameworks you can use that tend to equal success over and over and over and over again. So what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to run through 13 of them for you. I think these are worthy of you writing them down in your power book. Hopefully you have something that you keep notes in, that you don't go far without, because whenever you're bored, whenever you need some stimulation, because the brain don't work off pressure, the mind works off stimulation. And whenever you need a little stimulation, what you can do, if you've been vibing with us, if you've been rocking with Millionaire Minded, what you can do is always refer back to your notes, and you're going to get all kinds of cool stimulation. So I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. These ain't real secrets that I'm about to give out. A lot of this stuff is going to be reminders for you. But what this is I'm giving you fundamental steps that successful salespeople, successful servant leaders, successful entrepreneurs have been using over and over throughout the ages. I'm talking about centuries and centuries of patterns. You start to see some things where it's like, duh, maybe I should try that. Because what we know is a different income is going to give us a different outcome. A different input is going to give us a different outcome. So I want you to know that these are worthy of you jotting down. Hopefully you're ready to take notes. Let's get it. Everybody ready? All right, here's the first one. Believe that you can. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's like, believe, here you go again. But listen, do you know that under hypnosis, I can suggest to you that my finger is a red hot poker. I can touch you on the arm and your arm will start to blister because you believe that my finger's a poker. Check it out. I could also take a red hot poker, have you believe it's my thumb, and then your skin won't react at all. Isn't that interesting? Here's another one. The Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, when they're testing a new drug, do you know they always ask, how much of this is placebo effect? How much of this is placebo effect? Not is there a placebo effect? Now, what's a placebo? It's when your mind creates an effect based on what? The belief. So when I talk to you about belief, it's not because this is some little small thing. The reason I'm trying to get you to understand your belief system is because many times it forms a prison. You need to believe that you're the best, or at least capable of becoming the best. Now, what's that going to require? It's going to require daily intention. You're going to have to be dedicated to self-support. You're going to have to be dedicated to self-encouragement. You're going to have to be dedicated to positive self-talk. Check this out. You're going to have to be dedicated to assuming the best from people around you. Now, ain't nobody saying be no fool, but it's crazy to put the baggage from your past relationships on people that you're just now meeting. If you're gonna assume something about somebody, let your words become the kind of flesh you want to be around. Am I making sense to somebody out there? You got to believe that your product is the best. You have to believe that your service is the best. You have to believe that your company is the best. Am I making sense to somebody out there? It all starts with belief. Right in the middle of that word belief is the word lie. And you can lie up or you can lie down. But here's the thing. Like I think it was David Geffen that said, we are all figments of our own imagination. Now, this is a man that went from the mailroom to a billionaire, right? He was learning to read the mail upside down so he could get inside company information when the executive was opening the mail. You get what I mean? I'm talking about by any means necessary. And one thing that David Geffen said was that we're all figments of our own imagination. It's just some have better imaginations than others. I want you to imagine that you believe in yourself starting the day. Here's the second one. Create the environment. To support that, you know, if you're in the Kaizen Academy, and if you're not, this would be a good time to join. This weekend's class is going to be mind-blowing, right? I talked about that in the beginning. I won't repeat myself, but you can find out the subject when you replay it. Check this out, y'all. We have whole classes on creating the right environment. There's a class that we do called Habits. And what we talk about is how, you know, your physical environment is called a habitat. What are you doing to create a physical environment that encourages you in the income producing activities that you say will lead to your success? The right home environment, the right work environment, the supportive spouse, the supportive family members, the supportive coworkers. That's what makes the road to success smooth as it can be, right? Now it's up to you to create it, right? But are you prioritizing creating the right environment? That is a key for lasting success as an entrepreneur. I want to encourage you to look at your environment. Environment is stronger than willpower. So environment is not just the habitat. Environment is also your mentality. Mentality is kind of connected in a weird way. Environment is also the culture that you build around you. If you study with me, then you know I talk a lot about how environment has three different parts. It's the habitat, which is the physical environment. It's the culture, which is the living, breathing environment that you surround yourself with, your associations, your network, your support system. And then, of course, there's the mentality, right? So that was number 3, create the right associations. That's a part of the environment. Who are the people you need to build with? I was talking to a friend of mine. She's an Emmy winner. She was on Def Poetry Jam back in the day. I said Emmy, I meant Tony. Just an amazing talent. And she called me because she was encouraging people to vote and whatnot, right? And I was like, hey, listen, here's what, you know, we were just talking about her career. She was just on a Tonight Show with Killer Mike and all of that. Just an incredible talent. And I was like, so what is holding you back? And she said, oh, you know, they just don't get me, et cetera, so forth. I was like, check this out. Somebody out there gets you. You know what I mean? So what I suggest you do is create the right associations. I was like, check it out. I dare you. Create a list of 100 people that you know could change your life if they understood you. If they understood you, this 100 people right here would transform everything. I'm talking about who's Viola Davis's manager. I'm talking about who's the first woman to put a talent like yours under work, on and on and on, right? There's this writer named Rudyard Kipling. For those of you that get my newsletter, I sent out a quote from this writer named Rudyard Kipling. He wrote Jungle Book, stuff like that. And he was like, if you don't get what you want, it's a sign that either you ain't seriously want it or you tried to bargain over the price. Check this out. Anything's within your reach. Because that opportunity, a lot of times, is just the right association. I said, make a list of 100 people and then get relentless about contacting them. Find out when their birthdays are. Find out when their children were born. Find out what it is they love. What are they passionate about? Find out when this next event is going on that you need to support. Listen, If that relationship is worth $1 million, you can spend up to 900,000 on it and you still gonna break even or profit from the relationship. Am I making sense? What are you doing to create the right associations? There's this story about the guy who founded Hollywood Unlocked. There was this interview I watched from the founder of Hollywood Unlocked. He was on one of these, and he was talking about how when he was a little kid, he just kept on calling Michael Jackson's office, kept on calling Michael Jackson's office, found the assistant, kept on calling the assistant. Oh, what did you eat today? Oh, yeah. How's Michael? La, da, da, da. Do you know one night he gets a phone call and it's Michael Jackson? He tells this whole funny story about how Michael talked like me and you, all that. That was an act that Michael put on. Michael really talked. That's a whole nother story. But the point I'm making is nobody's unreachable. Who do you hang with? Who are you adding value to? That's who you're going to become. You show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That's a good one to type in the comments and give me a share, right? You show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Let's move on, because each of these could be their own class, but I'm just trying to keep it on because I promised you 13 of these. Here's the fourth one. If you want lasting success, right? Plan for the day. Plan for the day. Check this out. Write this in the comments. What you aim at determines what you see. What you aim at determines what you see. You don't know what day success is going to occur. So what if we treat it every day like a Monday, baby? What if we treat it every month like it's January? You know what I mean? You go to the gym, it's super packed in January. Everybody goes to the gym, gets this joke, right? Oh, the gym is packed. You know what I mean? Come January, come February, you can get a parking space again. What I'm saying is, you don't know what day success is going to happen. So you better be ready every day. What if you prepare with education? What if you prepare with goals? What if you prepare by not just visualizing the end goal, but visualizing the steps that you know you're going to have to hit to accomplish it? I bet you that turns your anxiety into anticipation. I bet you something weird starts to happen where your mind all of a sudden sets this course and your body just follows through. I bet you a lot of times when you write out that to-do list, you never even check the to-do list again, and you still accomplish everything you wrote down. Can I get a witness? It's really amazing. I dare you start planning. Here's number 5, become valuable. Now, y'all hear me talk about this constantly. Name of this whole thing is Millionaire Minded, because I want to dare you to become more valuable. What am I saying? The more valuable you become, the more the marketplace is going to reward you. Give first, right? First you serve, then you deserve. Become a resource, right? Not a salesperson. Become a resource for somebody. Your value is always going to be linked to the amount of knowledge you have combined with your willingness to help somebody else. That's your value. How much more you're giving for what you're receiving in return. That's how big your value is. That's how large we consider you. That's how great we will write your name in the books of history. All right, here's number 6. Recognize opportunity. That's why that attitude comes into play, y'all. That's why that attitude comes into play. Because a lot of times, I think it was Woodrow Wilson who said this, opportunity shows up disguised as work. Opportunity shows dressed up in overalls, disguised as work, right? Check it out. Recognize opportunity. You got to stay alert for the situations that could change your life. Because a lot of times, what you're thinking of as a problem is really a business idea. What you're thinking of as a complaint is really an opportunity, because what you complaining is doing is it's proving you see a better alternative. Ladies, if your dude was the last dude on earth, you wouldn't be complaining about him. You'd be like, there's only one man left and I got him, right? Fellas, if you had the last lady on earth, you would never complain. You'd be like, there's one lady left and I got her. The only reason you complain is because you see opportunities for improvement. Well, damn it, why not improve? Why not recognize it and improve instead of complaining? Complaining is going to get you nothing but more misery. And what complaining allows you to do is feel better without actually doing something. So what you're doing is getting weaker. Words become flesh. Words become flesh. And then they dwell amongst us. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? So the little known key is to get and maintain a positive attitude. Nobody wants to be around you when you keep on spraying out this depression. You keep on spraying out complaints. Attitude, y'all. Attitude is what allows you to see the possibilities when opportunity strikes. Because a lot of times opportunity strikes in the form of crisis. Opportunity strikes in the form of adversity. Opportunity strikes in the form of that job nobody else wants to do. Opportunity strikes in the form of that risk that everybody else is scared to take. Opportunity strikes in that meeting when nobody wants to raise their hand and you say, I got a question, or you say, I got an idea. Opportunity strikes when you're let into that inner circle and you say, you know what? I'm going to work to bring value. What are these people's goals? Opportunity strikes when everybody else is watching Netflix and you're working on your net worth. Somebody hear me? Here's number 7, take risks. And I know I kind of went over this a little bit, but any entrepreneur you find, they're going to take risks. Elon Musk is taking risks as we create this content this morning. You know, he done fired half the staff. Now he's got to hire back a bunch of them because he forgot to identify key personnel first. Now it's easy for me to say that, you know, while I'm up doing Good Morning Million, you know what I mean? You know what ain't so easy? Actually doing it. We all gonna have opinions, but you know what that man did? He took a risk. No risk, no reward, right? And most people won't risk because they're caught up in this part that they're contributing to right now, backbiting, gossiping about the winner. You know what I mean? Instead of becoming a winner, they start pointing at what the winner could do better. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Nah, get out there and get some sweat on you, playboy. Get out there and get bloody, playgirl. You know what I mean? Actually, put your back to the fire and your front to the enemy. And then what you're going to find is you get a lot more tolerant. Of the risk takers. The real reason that most people won't risk, y'all, is because they lack the preparation. It's education that breeds self-confidence and self-belief. Here's number 8. Everybody with me? Here's number 8. Take action. Back when I was a little kid, there's just do it. It was a Nike joint. One of the coldest slogans of all time. Just do it. Let me tell you what a lot of us do. We wait till we learn some more to bust a move, because we don't get busting a move is how you learn some more. You know what I mean? You don't learn and then do it. You do it and then you learn. You see what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Number 9, responsibility. Stop playing a blame game. Take responsibility. Oh, I take responsibility, Zeke. Let me ask you something. In the past day, in the past week, in the past month, have you blamed somebody for anything that's going on in your life? Have you blamed somebody else for anything? I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it's the president of your homeowners association. I don't care if it's your landlord. I don't care if it's your significant other. I don't care if it's the boss. I don't care if it's a teammate. I don't care if it's a person who's supposed to lead your presentation. I don't care if it's a person that's have you blamed anybody for anything? Let me tell you something. The only healthy response to a crisis is to look in the mirror and say, it's my responsibility. Now, that's different from saying it's your fault. But you've got to take responsibility if anything's going to change in your life. Playing the blame game is a recipe for weakness. It's a recipe for mediocrity. If you don't learn that you are the one who's got to handle your life, you know, I don't know what to say, you know, but you got to participate in your own rescue. Something amazing happens when you get out that car that's broken down on the side of the road and you decide you're going to push that thing. It's weird. People all of a sudden stop their car and get out and help you push. It's cold. It's cold. But if you just stay in that car whining and complaining, we don't see you. Here's number 10. Make mistakes. You know, in the middle of my TED Talk, the whole clicker went out. And I started going into a mini TED Talk in the middle of my TED Talk. And I was like, hey, ever since the beginning of human civilization, mankind has progressed using one tool, the mistake. And then it was like, Mr. Ali, I think you're pushing the wrong button on the clicker. And then I pushed the right button and it started working again. I was like, a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The best teacher is failure. You know what I'm saying? It's the rootest of awakenings, right? It's the breeding ground for self-determination, right? Stop thinking of mistakes as a person when it's just an event. And check it out. Stop thinking of it as a bad event when the only way you learn is, it's hard to learn from winning, man. It's hard to learn from winning. I mean, you'll have a problem going on the whole time and you won't notice it until you lose, until you have a bad month or a bad quarter. You hear what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden you start noticing things. I hope I'm making sense to somebody. Number 11, keep your eyes on the prize. Hey, post your goals on social media. Grab some accountability partners. That's why I tell you how to share this with somebody. But in the thing when you're sharing it, be like, I am going to stick to number 4, or I'm going to stick to number 8, and then highlight the person's name, friend, help me stick to number 8. This is the way I'm going to get 1% better starting today. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused on your dreams. And it's guaranteed to be. You do not have the capacity to dream a dream you can't manifest, either through your own talents and resources and skill and ability, or through the kind of group you have the ability to put together. That ain't the way it works. You don't have the capacity to dream a dream you can't manifest. Maybe you're just trying to bargain with the price. You ain't trying to pay the cost to be the boss. How Jay say it? Everybody want to be a boss till it's time to pay for the offices, huh? How many bosses I got out there that's watching this morning? How many bosses? Somebody say, I'm a boss in the comments. Somebody say, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Who's willing to pay the cost? You know what I mean? Number 11 is balance yourself. Balance yourself, y'all. I said number 11. That's number 12. Number 12 is balance yourself. Balance yourself. Balance yourself. Balance yourself. You got to plan the pleasure because the pain schedules itself. Balance yourself. You're never going to be balanced. It's a misnomer, but it's a goal. You're never going to get there, but it's a goal, baby. It's a goal. It's just something to look at, because one of my mentors, he always talks about how science, success is a science, but fulfillment is an art. Fulfillment is an art. Balance yourself, plan your time so that your personal goals are kind of synergized with the work goals. Balance yourself, balance yourself, balance yourself. And then number 13, man, is invest, don't just spend. Invest, don't just spend. Starting today, starting this paycheck right here that you get, going into this next season, right? Begin to charge yourself 20% a paycheck, or 25% a paycheck, or 50% a paycheck. I dare you. I dare you. Listen to me. Even back in the days of chattel slavery, do you know a slave could buy their freedom? Do you know that? But it's never going to happen if you stay a slave to consumption, if you stay a slave to impulse, if you stay a slave to instant gratification. It's never going to happen for you because you can't work your way to wealth. You see what I'm saying? You can't work your way to freedom unless you are squirreling away some of that money. You got to pay yourself first. All right, y'all. Consistency is the only cheat code. One of the main things that you need to be consistent with is your affirmations. We about to kick it on the affirmation line right now. I got to somehow fit affirmations, breathing exercises, and visualization into about 6 minutes. We're going to try it, though. Call me to the number if your line tries to charge you. And let's get it, y'all. Carpe diem. Remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind. All right, millionaires, repeat after me. Here we go. I am so happy and grateful